In the time I've been in this space, I've seen all sorts of NFT scams. I wanted to do a longer video breaking them down and explaining how you can spot them and how you can best protect yourself from them. In this video, I'll be covering some of the major tactics they use. There's so many out there, it'd be impossible to cover them all, but I hope at the end of this video you'll feel better equipped to face the wild west that is NFTs. Ah yes, the classic rug pull, one of the largest scams there is. It's a tale as old as time. The scammers will hype up a project, solicit investment, and without notice, abandon it. This usually happens once they believe they have drained the investors to the full, withdrawing all the funds from the wallet and deleting their profiles from marketplaces and social media. Poof, they're gone, and they take your money and you're left with an illiquid JPEG. How can you spot a rug pull? Well, generally it's hard. Here's some things I look out for though. I do the old who, what, why method. Who's running the show? Are they doxed or at least reputable within the community? What is the project? Is it something fresh and new, or is it another derivative project here to cash in on the latest trends? What is the project aiming to do? Are they filling some niche in the market? Do they have bright ideas about how this NFT can change the space? Additionally, do plenty of your own research and don't succumb to the FOMO. If you have to wait. Fake projects. I'm calling them fake projects because that's what I perceive any project that uses illegitimate services to boost their engagements as. It is so easy these days to create hype around a project if you have the money to do so. Here's the usual go-to. Either create a Twitter account and buy followers, or purchase an existing account. Fake followers are easy to spot. They'll usually either have a wild bot name or strangely common names. They'll have no bio, they'll have a default or human head profile pic, and their profile will be following thousands of people with only a few followers. Don't forget to look at their feed. They'll be retweeting a bunch of garbage too. Although, an account with 90k followers with 95% of them being real people can cost you as low as $800 if you know where to look. This negates this method of spotting a garbage project. Step 2 is to pay an artist to create some assets for you. This is super cheap if you outsource to developing nations. If you want to get extra spicy, make sure that the art is a complete rip-off of something successful. Bonus points for 3D renders. Set up a Discord and buy a few thousand members. Make sure you buy almost triple the amount of Twitter followers you have, because that makes sense. While you're there, buy some active chatters too. If this doesn't drive hype, just abandon it and start again. You're only a couple $1,000 in. Once a project hits, then you can hire a dev or Fiverr and build a shocking contract. Pay that artist a few $100 more to whip up a few more traits. Not too many though, you wouldn't want the NFTs to look unique. Oh, and don't worry about a working front end. Those poor chumps will work it out. If all goes well, you'll be a few $100,000 richer. Time to delete all the social accounts and start again. This video is brought to you by our new sponsor, ZIPMEX. ZIPMEX is an Aussie crypto exchange spearheading the next generation of feasible, secure digital asset investments. ZIPMEX allows you to buy and sell over 80 assets at low fees instantly. I've spent the last week using ZIPMEX and here's some of the things I've found. First of all, it was by far the easiest exchange I've used. Signing up was no harder than setting up a Twitter account. The KYC component was processed in like 5 minutes, which is so much less frustrating than waiting up to 48 hours like with other exchanges. But what really interests me is their Z wallet, which gives you access to a bunch of exciting things like their ZipUp Plus, ZipLock, and Z Launch products. ZipUp Plus allows you to stake coins and gives you up to a 6% APY return, paid out daily so you can watch your bags grow. With the market in the state it's in right now, it's nice to watch my ETH balance go up either way. If you're a person who keeps their crypto in an exchange, you'd be silly not to transfer them over to your ZIPMEX Z wallet and start earning some extra cash. I'll leave you with ZIPMEX's mission statement because I think it really resonates with what we and many others are trying to accomplish in this space. Break down barriers, then educate, excite, and enrich everyday people. Check out the link down below, and check ZIPMEX out on Twitter. Now back onto the video. Especially Discord DMs. Big no-no. If it isn't just a shilly Discord invite, it's usually something worse. Now there's a million different ways to be scammed in Discord DMs, but I thought I'd cover a couple. First of all, don't click a single link DM to you. Seems like a no-brainer, but being careful of what you click is your first line of defense. This includes clicking that open original link on images sent to you. Discord DMs seem to be where a lot of people fall into scams. These bad actors sometimes will even masquerade as people with solid social presence or even someone you know. They'll find someone on Twitter with a solid profile and a good wallet and pretend to be them. One way to avoid this is ask the user to message you on Twitter. If they can't do that, I'd walk away. But hey Travi, what if the Twitter account is fake too? Check their OpenSea account. If their Twitter account is officially linked to their OpenSea, I'd say it's safe to proceed with caution. This doesn't mean they're legit and won't try and scam you. I had someone attempt to Discord scam me just a few days ago. Here's the usual run sheet. The attacker messages you on Discord asking if your NFT is still for sale. First red flag, that information is easily attainable. The attacker then offers you a solid price and seems super keen to buy in. Sounds great, right? They might even ask you to delist the NFT as they are so worried that someone else might try and buy it. This enforces the idea that they are a legit buyer. Then, what do you know, the attacker's OpenSea isn't working. He is chatting with the Discord mods and project founders about fixing it. Second red flag. What could they possibly do to help? After a few messages fumbling around pretending he's trying to fix it, here's where the scam really kicks in. He says he's been chatting with the mods and ensures you that this has been happening all day, and the mods know how to fix it. He suggests that you hop in a group chat with him and the mod. Now this is where I politely told him to kick rocks, but let's continue. Let's say you join the Discord group chat. You'll be greeted by someone impersonating some authority figure within the community, and the attacker. Keep in mind, these are usually the same person. They'll usually fumble around for a bit more trying to resolve the non-existent issue, before the imposter mod will have the bright idea and suggest both parties send the NFT and the payment to them, and they'll transfer them across. The goal for these attacks is to facilitate an off-OpenSea trade, using their perceived position of power to instill a false confidence in you to do so. Please don't fall for this. Any legit buyer would not do any of this. These guys use friendly language, so don't be fooled. You should be wary of anyone trying to get you into a group chat or pushing a sense of urgency on you. Phishing fraud, the classic fake domain. This is a common scam where the bad actor will pump out a heap of fake links, usually through email, in an attempt to get you to sign some sort of transaction. A few months ago, there was a fake OpenSea link that got a lot of people. If you're going to click on these links, make sure you check domains, and actually check where the email is coming from. Is it securely signed by OpenSea? This leads me into the next attack, social media account hijacking. This is where a bad actor will gain control of one or multiple of a project's social accounts in order to pump out some scam tactic. If you see a project post on their socials talking about a new drop that you must act quickly on, there's a solid chance that that account has been compromised. First of all, if the project was going to drop you something, it would most likely be a free airdrop. Secondly, as a project founder, I know that when you are doing one of these drops, you often will do weeks of marketing across all your channels to make sure your community knows about it. If you log on to Twitter and see your favorite project is doing a drop, check their Discord, check their Insta. Has this been planned or has it come out of nowhere? Be sus on surprise drops that require you to sign any sort of transaction. Okay, that was all pretty gloomy. Here's a few tips on how you can stay safe in the NFT world. Never share your seed phrase or password with anyone. Write it down, chuck it somewhere safe, give a second copy to your parents to hold on to, because let's be real, they won't know what to do with it, and it's nice to have a backup in case your house burns down. Use strong and unique passwords along with multi-factor authentication whenever it's available. Check what sites have access to your wallets using revoke.cash. Revoke anything that looks out of place. Always check that the DM you've received is legitimate. Follow the chain. Is this person who they say they are? Never click a link that promises freebies or requires you to answer quickly. And if you're tempted to do so, check first the origin of the link. This applies more on Discord. Remember, urgency equals red flag. Keep your tokens in a cold storage hardware wallet rather than in a software wallet. If you don't have access to a hardware wallet, create a completely separate MetaMask wallet. A second browser works wonders for this. Use that wallet for minting your NFTs and send them over to your safe wallet. Do your who, what, whys on projects you want to join. Is this project legit? Has this project been built in a week? Does it have the signs of a project that has paid their way to success? That's all for today. This episode was brought to you by ZIPMEX. Go check out ZIPMEX for all your crypto needs. I'm Travi.eth. Catch you on the next episode of AN.